Hello everyone, welcome to another instruction video of Crafting Cottage, and today we are going to look at another DIY kit available. So these are the pretty two wall hangings that you will get, and each canvas piece will have a drawing print on it. You will get two colors, mirrors that you need, a 3D texture tube, a brush, and some of the mirrors might have a small film on them that you might have to remove, so just so you know. And then let's get started. I'll show you how to use this kit. Okay, so first of all, I'm not going to use the pieces from the kit. I'm using these two separate pieces that I have drawn to show you how to color this in. Alright, so first things first, we are going to paint the canvas. So it's going to get brush a little wet. What we have to do is just paint our canvas. For the first round, I'm not going to go very thick on the colors because I want these blue lines to be visible. Alright, this is the first stroke, and as you can see, this is very light, but this is also like a priming for the canvas. So we are going to let this dry for some time. It will not take very long to dry. So now we'll paint the other one blue. Okay, so now that the first layer has dried, I'm going to go over and give it a second coat. Alright, now that our acrylic has completely dried, I'm going to start with the 3D tube, and this tube I'm going to cut slightly, but don't cut too much because as the design is very close together, the lines are, we want the liner to be very thin, so very slightly I'm going to cut it from the front so that I still have a very thin 3D liner. Okay, we will start with the 3D texture lining. It's a good practice to keep a rough sheet or a tissue at hand so you can wipe your tube if it has any extra color on it. Okay, so now we are done with the 3D textured lining for both pieces. We're going to just let this dry completely, and then we are going to do the last step, which is gluing the mirrors. So let's wait for this to dry out. Alright, now the texture has dried very nicely, and we can start with gluing the mirrors. And I'm gonna use glue for this, even though some of your mirrors that you get with the kit, they have a sticky back, so you can, if you remove the tape from behind like this, you can easily glue it. It's sticky, but I'm not going to rely on just on this one. I'm going to use the glue, white glue for craft. So starting with this one, I am going to use glue, and as I said, I'm going to use my finger, but you can use back of your brush, and then we don't need too much, just tiny dabs, dots